Perfect. 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 Perfect.
Guys, what is good and what is going on? Sixer Nation, Sixers basketball is back for your Philadelphia 76ers, and your boy BLSG is back in the building for another Philadelphia 76ers live play-by-play. And the first play-by-play that we are seeing from your boy BLSG in probably about 10 days or something like that for around the estimated time that I did the last play-by-play. Remember, if you guys do remember, I was not able to do the play-by-play last Wednesday against Miami against the Miami Heat before the All-Star break ended up starting. So this is my first play-by-play back in 10 days and after the All-Star break as well. So we are back at it again. Ladies and gentlemen, back with the 76ers once again. As tonight, the 76ers will start out right out the gate out of the All-Star break with 3 games in the next 4 days, which we will all be covering here on this YouTube channel. But your Philadelphia 76ers with a record of 32-22 coming out of the All-Star break with a record of 17-11 at home take on the 33-22 New York Knicks, who are 14-14 when it comes to playing on the road. We have a player making his debut tonight. We have some 76ers injury report news, which we will get into in a little bit based on who is returning and who is still out and who is going to be returning very soon if you guys have not heard already. But we will get into it, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to everyone that's already coming through, ladies and gents. We already got 3 people up in the chat. Appreciate all you guys for coming through and tuning in already. If you guys have not done so, ladies and gents, be sure to go ahead and hit the like button on the stream. Hit the subscribe button if you guys are new to the channel. I know it's been 10 days, but I got to get this out now. And everybody, be sure to go ahead and share out the stream so we can bring more viewers onto the chat. You guys know how we rock and roll as always. So like I always like to say, let's get down to business. We obviously got to go ahead and start out with the chat. We obviously got to go ahead and start out with the chat here before we go ahead and get into the injury news here for both teams. My guy, Eagles, what's going on, my guy? Appreciate you for being the first one up in here. Appreciate you for coming through. I'm in the stream, showing support. Hit the like button if you're not done so, my guy. Appreciate you for coming through the stream. Let's go. This is Go Sixers. Let's start the second half of the season on a positive note. Yes, sir. Let's go. We are getting much more healthy, like I said before. We will get into the injury news in a little bit on who is coming back and who is still out. 176er is playing tonight off the injury report. 176er is making his debut tonight. And 176er will be coming back to the floor is what we're anticipating. Let's put that in quotation marks. 176er will be making their return to the floor tomorrow for the first time in 17 games. And again, we will get into the injury report. But Eagles, appreciate you for coming through and showing support. And I appreciate you for hitting the like button already, my guy. Appreciate you for coming through and supporting already. Doing all the usual stuff. Already subscribed to the channel. Appreciate my guy. As well as my guy, Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. What's going on, Daniel? Appreciate you for coming through, my guy. Hit the like button if you're not done so, Daniel. Appreciate you for coming through the stream. As we also got MC up in the chat. What's going on, MC? Appreciate you for coming through. So let's do the Sixers. You already know what it is, MC. Hit the like button if you're not done so. Appreciate you for coming through. And as always, we got my guy Charles Adderley up in here. What's going on, Charles? Appreciate you for coming through. Says good evening at BLSG Sports Talk channel. Good evening, Charles. Appreciate you for coming through, my guy. Hope you're doing well here on this Thursday night, as well as everybody else up in the chat. Hopefully everyone's doing well on this Thursday night, ladies and gents, as we are about to get back into 76ers in-game action for the first time in about 10 days, especially on this channel specifically, for the first time in 8 days to be exact here. As they also says, let's go Sixers. You already know what it is, my guy. Let's go. And my guy always coming in with the usual phrases here, saying like, share, invite, subscribe for each person who experienced BOC Sports channel, setting the standards in the live stream broadcast on the YouTube social media platform. Yes, sir, Charles. You already know what it is, my guy. Let's go. Let's go. NBA action is fantastic on a Thursday night. You already know what it is, Charles. Let's go, man. Let's go. Says I smashed the like button on my way in. Hey, Charles, I appreciate my guy. Guys, just give me 1 second, and we're going to go ahead and get into the injury report. Sorry about that, ladies and gents, but apparently they were playing the national anthem on the television, so I had to go ahead and, just respect America, be a true American, stand up for the national anthem like a true American would. So stay tuned, Bill. We'll be back shortly, thanks. Yeah, so I had to go ahead and be a true American, stand for the national anthem, and respect our country. Just had to do that. I did not expect them to go ahead and televise the national anthem part because they rarely ever do it. It'll be once in a blue moon where they go ahead and live stream, or not live stream, televise the national anthem because they do it off of the TV and don't have it on the TV. But apparently for today, they did end up having it on the TV. So again, I had to be a true American and just show respect to our country. Bruce Harper, what's going on, my guy? Appreciate you for coming through. Hit the like button if you're not done so, Bruce. Appreciate you for coming through the stream. Said I'll come back. You didn't have to leave, Bruce. I was just showing respect to our country because apparently they were doing the national anthem on television. Apparently they had it televised on the TV. So that's why I went ahead and had my camera off and had my microphone muted. So apologies to that, guys, but you never back down on honoring America. Never. I think hearing the national anthem is great. Always. Absolutely. It's a great way to respect your country. But guys, we are going to go ahead and get into the injury report like I said before I went ahead and stood up for the national anthem, which was the reason I had my camera off. A couple key players listed as out here for the New York Knicks, and we're going to go ahead and get into it right now. So listed as out here for the New York Knicks. Starting it off here for the New York Knicks is power forward Julius Randle, listed as out with a shoulder injury based on Wednesday's status, but surgery has not been ruled out of the conversation for Julius Randle, so surgery could be an option if Julius Randle has to go there, but he's hoping to avoid it and do everything that he can to get back as soon as possible, according to Steve Popper of Newsday, who was the first guy to go ahead and report it. Also listed as out for the New York Knicks is small forward OG Anunoby, who is also listed as out with a right elbow injury that had to go ahead and result in surgery. And they have also stated that he has not progressed to contact drills or any work with his right arm following right elbow surgery on February 8th. Also reported by Steve Popper of Newsday. And then also listed as out, and you guys know where this is heading towards. This is heading towards center Mitchell Robinson, who is listed as out with the ankle injury. But according to what it says here on his status, is that Coach Tom Thibodeau said Tuesday that Mitchell Robinson, out with the ankle injury, is no longer wearing a walking boot but hasn't started running yet. First reporter to go ahead and put that out there was Ian Begley of Sportsnet New York, who was the first guy to report it. And then the final guy listed as out here for the New York Knicks is point guard Dwayne Washington Jr., who is not listed as out with an injury, but they have went ahead, or rather, he is listed as out with a thumb injury, but they also went ahead and signed him to a two-way contract that probably sent him down to the minor league. Now we'll go ahead and get into the 76ers side real quickly. Hopefully before the game starts, hopefully it's not starting yet. I really hope it's not, but it's probably getting close to that time. It might be, the starting lineups might be coming in, and that's exactly what's happening right now, ladies and gents. But the starting lineup coming in here for both teams right now for the New York Knicks is Jalen Brunson, Dante DiVincenzo, Josh Hart, Precious Achiuwa, and Isaiah Hartenstein. For your Philadelphia 76ers is point guard Tyrese Maxey, Buddy Hield. Nico Batum returns to the floor, ladies and gentlemen, following that up by Tobias Harris returning to the floor, and as well as your small ball center, B-ball Paul Reed himself. Coming to you guys live from the Wells Fargo Center, first game out of the All-Star break. Let's go. But as you guys probably know, DeAnthony Melton's still ruled out. As you guys obviously know, DeAnthony Melton's still ruled out with a back injury, but it's looking like he is going to be playing tomorrow night against the Cavaliers, according to Noah Levick of NBC Sports Philadelphia as the 76ers win the tip, and we are underway here from the Wells Fargo Center. First game out of the All-Star break as Batum with the ball off the pass from Harris. Batum guarded by Brunson gets it over to Buddy Hield. Try to get it back over to Batum, and that is stolen away by Brunson. Brunson coming through with the layup for two, and it is good for Jalen Brunson. It would have been 2 points regardless because it probably would have been a goaltend if they would have called it, but they did not. But here we go. Max with the ball down the other end. Max looking for options. Fires a three and hits it. Tyrese Maxey getting started out of the All-Star break. Our true All-Star here, Tyrese Maxey, making it into the All-Star game for the first time, showing why he deserves that spot. Here we go. DiVincenzo with the ball at the top of the key towards the logo. DiVincenzo finds Brunson. Brunson guarded by Batum. Batum clapping his hands as he is frustrated as he's going to – it looks like Batum is going to be called for the foul. What to watch for in this game for the 76ers' sake, since it is on NBC Sports Philadelphia, is to rebound and get back on defense. As Brunson's shooting the three now, it's no good. It's rebounded by Buddy Hield. Here comes Philadelphia with some hustle. Hield looking for options, finds Tobias Harris against Josh Hart. Harris going to drive against Hartenstein, putting it up for two. Denied by DiVincenzo, swats that out of here, but it's going to stay with Philadelphia. DiVincenzo and Isaiah Hartenstein playing some good defense right there, double teaming Tobias Harris in the paint. Here we go. Maxey to inbound here against DiVincenzo. Inbounds it towards Hield. Hield looking for options, finds Reed. Back over to Hield, out to Harris. Harris going to his left. Step back three for Toby, and that is airballed. What are you doing, Tobias? Shooting air balls and even more bricks at this point to build up my new house with some wind to knock it over since the house is being made out of straw, apparently. Here we go. DiVincenzo with the ball. Gets it over to Isaiah Hartenstein, over to Achua. The New York Knicks playing a little bit of tall ball as Achua gets it over to Josh Hart, back over to Hartenstein. Hartenstein fires a dart to Brunson. Brunson looking for options. Brunson going to drive, going to spin. Brunson going to kick out to Josh Hart, shooting the three, and it's good for Josh Hart. And just like that, the New York Knicks will be up 5-3 here over the 76ers. Maxey with the ball going to his right, putting up a three, and it's too strong off the rim. And it's going to be rebounded here by Precious Achiuwa into the hands of Brunson. Over to Josh Hart. Hart trying to get over to Achiuwa. Harris swats it away, but it's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to stay with New York with 17 seconds on the shot clock. 10:01 left to go here in the first quarter. As only about 2 minutes have gone by. Inbound passes into Isaiah Hartenstein. Hartenstein guarded by Paul Reed. Gets it over to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo getting locked up by Maxey. Gets it out to Achiuwa for three. Achiuwa has that ball swirling around the iron, and it's rebounded by Tyrese Maxey. Here comes Philadelphia. Hield taking a three. Cannot hit it, and it's rebounded by Achiuwa. In the hands of Dante DiVincenzo. Over towards Josh Hart. Josh Hart guarded by Tobias Harris. Josh Hart going back to the outside. Finds Achiuwa back to Hart. Runs some pick and roll. Now Josh Hart finds Isaiah Hartenstein. Hartenstein finding Brunson. Brunson coming in on the inside into the paint. Brunson putting up for two and high off the window. It's good for Jalen Brunson. The former star out of Villanova gets it to go high up and in off the window. But Maxey with the ball here for the Sixers. Gets over to Harris for three. Launching from the top of the key and cannot hit it. And it's rebounded here by Josh Hart. Here comes New York, and Achiuwa on the alley-oop from Josh Hart. Throws down the two-handed tomahawk for the jam. Well, we clearly see that the New York Knicks have not been rusty out of the All-Star break, but the 76ers are to start. But it's only the start of the game. It's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. Hield goes off the window and can't hit it, and it's rebounded by DiVincenzo. Into the hands of Brunson. Back out to DiVincenzo, shooting a three, and it's cash money. And we need a timeout immediately, Nick Nurse. My goodness. We forgot how to play defense all of a sudden. Come on, Nick Nurse. Don't be telling me you've still been in bed trying to analyze how we come out strong out of the All-Star break. Let's go. But anyway, wrapping up the injury report really quick, ladies and gents. Obviously, we do know that Nico Batum is making his return to the floor for tonight's game. Like I said before, De'Anthony Melton is going to be making his return tomorrow, but I fully anticipate him being off the bench with the 76ers acquiring Buddy Hield, and with De'Anthony Melton missing 17 straight games, I'm really anticipating he's going to be off the bench tomorrow night against Cleveland. That's assuming he does 100% play. He is probable, but you never know what can happen at this point. Then also listed as out is Robert Covington, who is progressing in his rehab program with the goal of ramping up his on-court activities over the next 3 weeks and will be reevaluated in 10 to 14 days, according to Adam Aronson of PhillyVoice.com, who was the first one to report it. Then obviously, you know, ever since up to the point of February 6th, Joel Embiid with the knee injury is expected to be out for 6 to 8 weeks. His estimated time of return looks to be on April 2nd is what it's looking like. So Embiid will not be seen on the floor for your Philadelphia 76ers for the foreseeable future. But we have a rough start for your 76ers right out the gate, as apparently they learned nothing during the All-Star break. They never went ahead and fixed anything as of right now. And you got to keep in mind, ladies and gents, that the 76ers actually lost to the New York Knicks in the first time that these two teams matched up here in the Wells Fargo Center by a score of 128 to 92. So the 76ers looking to bounce back, but as of right now, the New York Knicks are having their number. We'll see if the 76ers can make an adjustment. I know they're going to end up finding a way to make an adjustment because that's just who Nick Nurse is. Nick Nurse knows how to make adjustments in a game, unlike Doc Rivers for sure. As they're showing the injury report here for both sides here. Obviously, you got Joel Embiid, Anthony Melton, Robert Covington all out for the 76ers. And Julius Randle, OJ Anunoby, and Mitchell Robinson all listed as out for the New York Knicks. We're balling tonight as well as an oil machine. United for standing tall against all odds on BLC Sports Talk channel. Yes, sir. We absolutely stand, put our hand across our hearts and respect and loudly sing the national anthem. Thank you, BLC, for your patriotism, USA. Hey, Bleacher, I got you, my guy. It's being a true American. Appreciate you coming through in here as well, Bleacher. Hit the like button if you have not done so. Appreciate you coming through as the 76ers still cannot get anything going. Brunson out to Josh Hart, can't hit anything. But it's Batum coming away with the rebound and into the hands of Harris. Out to Hield, who comes inside. In the paint is Hield. Off the window, cannot hit it on the finger roll layup, and it's rebounded by Josh Hart. Josh Hart out to Brunson. 76ers are 1 of 8 from the field to start the game. Brunson looking for options here. Brunson backing in against Hield, kicking it out to Hart, out to DiVincenzo, over to Achua shooting a 3, and it is cash money from Precious Achua. Come on, Sixers, we need to pick things up. Did we learn nothing going into the All-Star break? Did we just learn that we're going to sleep and take naps all the time and get our bodies fully rested? No. We're supposed to grind it out in the All-Star break. Like, what are we doing here? As Maxey with the ball gets over to Hield. Hield guarded by Josh Hart. Puts up a 3 and cannot hit it. And it's rebounded by Isaiah Hartenstein. Into the hands of Jalen Brunson. Brunson taking a 3. Swirls the iron and it's rebounded by Achua on the offensive rebound. Gets over to Jalen Brunson, who squeezes in the lane but cannot. Harris denies that and comes away with the steal. Who fires a dart out to Hield in the wing for 3. Bullseye! There we go. That's the version of the 76ers I know right there. That know what they're doing instead of napping all the time. Let's go here. As DiVincenzo with the ball here for the New York Knicks. Gets it over to Hardenstein. Back over to Brunson. Back to Hardenstein. Running pick and roll. Trying to get it up for 2. Cannot hit it, but we do have a foul called here against Philadelphia. Not sure who's being called for the foul. And coming into the game for your Philadelphia 76ers is Kyle Lowry subbing in for the first time in a 76ers uniform. Let's go. So Kyle Lowry's in, Kelly Oubre's in, and so is KJ Martin. As Brunson gets it over to DiVincenzo for 3, can't hit it. Josh Hart cannot come away with the rebound, and it's going to go into the hands here of your Philadelphia 76ers, and they will take possession. As the New York Knicks cannot come away with the offensive rebound. About 6.5 left to play in the first. Maxey with the ball here, guarded by DiVincenzo, gets over to Paul Reed. Reed out to KJ Martin with the headband on. Martin guarded by Achua, gets it over to Reed. Reed going to drive. Reed backing in. Out to Maxey. Maxey Going to kick it to Lowry. Lowry going to drive in. Lowry with the reverse layup, and it's good for Kyle Lowry. His first bucket as a Philadelphia 76er comes with the reverse layup. And a timeout will be called here by, looks like, Tom Thibodeau. Kyle Lowry showing that veteran presence to the young guys out on the floor. Showing why he wanted to come back home, since he was also another guy out of Villanova. He wanted to show why he wanted to come back home and play with his hometown team, the Philadelphia 76ers. First bucket for Kyle Lowry, man. Let's go. Let's go. Let's keep up the momentum. Now, I like that veteran leadership right there from Kyle Lowry. Letting the young guys know what's going on, because he's playing with a lot of young blood out on the floor. You got Maxey out there, who's an all-star, but he's still learning the game. You got Paul Reed out on the floor. You got KJ Martin out on the floor. You got all these young guys out on the floor. You got all these young guys out on the floor, and I do believe Oubre's out there too. But Oubre's a veteran in this league, so Oubre knows what he's doing. It's just all about, can he keep up with his scoring, though? Can he keep up with what he's doing off the bench? He has to be one of those first options, and he has to be one of those great options off the bench. Also expect Cameron Payne to see a lot of time as well, hopefully. Hopefully we do get him a good amount of playing time in for Cameron Payne. Says Joe Charles isn't BLC the best. Hey, I'm just here for the content, bring it to you guys. And you know what? You guys watch the content, and you know what? It's greatly appreciated over here. That's what we content creators are here for. Says go next. Hey, what's going on, SC Sports Talk? Appreciate you for coming through, my guy. Hit the like button if you have not done so, my guy. SC Sports Talk, appreciate you for coming through to the stream if I did not say your name already. But hey, supporting the Knicks tonight. But hey, I got to show respect to my guy. At the end of the day, we welcome all fans that come up in the chat, as long as nobody's showing any disrespect or spamming in the chat. We're all good here. We're all family, no matter what side you're on. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. As my guy Charles says, we truth, this is powerful indeed. You'll see simply the best, better than all the rest. Imitate but never duplicate, no cap, is what the kids say these days. But hey, Charles, I appreciate it, my guy. Says, come on, Sixers, stay focused. Let's go. You already know what it is. Come on. Says, come on, Sixers, make them buckets. Let's go. TP1, what's going on, my guy? Appreciate you coming through. Says he walked on that one. Well, apparently they did not call a travel. I thought the ball just went out of bounds if we're talking about that play. But TP1, appreciate you for coming through, my guy. Hit the like button if you have not done so. Appreciate you for coming through the stream. As we get a look at Kyle Lowry's profile at the age of 37 in his hometown of Philadelphia. Went to college at Villanova, as we know. Got drafted by the Grizzlies, actually, believe it or not. As here we go, back to live game action, as Precious Achiuwa with the reverse layup is good over the entire 76er squad. Now Kyle Lowry taking it down the floor, mainly being the point guard, I think, right now. But Oubre with the pass over to Maxey, gets over to Lowry. Lowry going to drive. Lowry going to spin. Lowry going to find Reed. Reed fakes the mid-range jumper, kicks out to Oubre. Oubre going to his right. Oubre looking for options, just launches a mid-range jumper, cannot hit at the buzzer towards the end of the shot clock, and it's rebounding here by New York. But DiVincenzo with the ball gets it over to Achiuwa, over to Jalen Brunson. Brunson going to drive, put it up for two, cannot hit it off the front of the iron and misses it. And it's rebounding here by B-Ball Paul. Here comes Philly on the pass to KJ Martin over to Oubre, coming in the paint, and Oubre says, get out of my way, I'm coming through. I'm helping my team out. Let's go. Here we go. Here's Brunson with the ball. Back out of the New York Knicks. Kicks out to DiVincenzo for three. Cannot hit it. But it's rebounding here by Josh Hart on the offensive end. As he gets it out to Jalen Brunson. Brunson going to drive. Brunson going to lose the ball, and it's picked up by Paul Reed. B-ball Paul coming out the mud. And here comes Maxey now on the pass. Maxey to his left, going to drive. Maxey going to lay it up. Has that denied by New York, with Jericho Sims getting in on the mix. But it is going to be a foul called against New York between either Jericho Sims or Dante DiVincenzo. Let's just take a look here, see who the foul is going to be on. It's going to be on Jericho Sims. So Maxey will be at the line here to shoot two from the charity stripe. First one to the line for Maxey is good. Let's go. You're an all-star for a reason, Tyrese. Let's go, baby. Also, Mo Bamba did change his number to 5, so that way Kyle Lowry could have number 7. So if you guys are wondering who number 5 is, that is Mo Bamba. Just so you guys know, to make room for Kyle Lowry to take number 7. Second one is good for Tyrese Maxey, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Stay in this game. No matter how rusty we are out of the All-Star break, let's go. Keep up the momentum. Here we go. Brunson with the ball down the other end. Pass the Wells Fargo center letters on the floor. Gets over to DiVincenzo, over to Josh Hart. Hart going to put it up off the window for 2, and it's good for Josh Hart. The veteran making plays here for the New York Knicks offense. 76ers need to pick it up on defense, though, as Maxey with the ball pump fakes. Gets it to Bamba, who's been stripped. And now into the hands of Josh Hart. Hart going to throw down the 2-handed tomahawk for the jam, and the New York Knicks are up by 9 with 4 minutes left in the first. Maxey with the ball here. Gets over to Kyle Lowry, over to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey guarded by Sims. Maxey looking. Maxey dancing out to Lowry. Lowry pump fakes, now comes inside. Kicks it out to Bamba. Bamba keeps possession of it. Tries to find his man, KJ Martin, but that's taken away by a chew into the hands of Brunson, over to DiVincenzo, was that denied by Mo Bamba. Bamba making a massive play on defense to come and swat the ball away from another bucket by New York. Here we go. Maxey with the ball, trying to find a bounce back. Maxey with a reverse flip off the window, and it's good. And one coming from Tyrese Maxey. Tyrese Maxey went to the line for one more at the charity stripe. Looks like the foul is going to be called on Precious Achiuwa. And I was correct. And former 76er Alec Burks is going to check into the game here. Looks like he is going to go ahead and replace Dante DiVincenzo. But with the former 76er, we'll check into the game here for New York. Free throw by Maxey is good to complete the 3-point play. It is back to a 6-point game here in the Wells Fargo. Maxey starting out with 8 points, shooting 3 of 3 from the line. Jalen Brunson with the ball here for New York. Brunson looking for options with the floater for 2. Cannot hit it. And it's Jericho Sims coming away with the rebound. Kicks out to Burks for 3 and hits it. Alec Burks with the tough basket for 3. And you already know it's coming when a former 76er comes into the 76ers house or is just playing against Philly. You expect them to go off because it's a Philly thing, as they say. But Maxey with the offensive rebound here for the Sixers puts it up for 2. Can't hit it. 76ers fight for the rebound, but cannot as it's into the hands of the Knicks. Brunson with the ball, kicking out to Burks for 3. Burks can't hit it, but Jericho Sims with the putback. This is insane on what New York's doing coming out of the All-Star break. You would think both teams would be rusty and this would be a low-scoring game, but the New York Knicks are saying, no, sir, we're coming with some energy. But it's time for the 76ers to start picking things up here. As Kyle Lowry with the ball here for the 76ers. Lowry gets it over to Bamba. Bamba finds KJ Martin back over to Lowry. Lowry kicking out to Martin, putting it up for 2, can't hit it. And Bamba cannot come away with the rebound as it's picked up by Jericho Sims. In the hands of Brunson now. Brunson kicking it out to Josh Hart. Hart putting it up for 2 and hits it. Tough basket by Josh Hart. And this is not how the 76ers were wanting to be welcomed out of the All-Star break. But there ain't no gimmies in the NBA, though, that's for sure. As Lowry finds Oubre. Oubre with the tough basket off the window. Puts it in. Tough shot right there from Kelly Oubre Jr. off the window. 76ers need to find some momentum here going into the second quarter. Can they find it? As Brunson with the ball backs into Maxey. Kicks it out to Josh Hart. Josh Hart around a screen. They're not going to call an illegal screen. I'm not sure what they called, though. Defensive 3-second violation on Mo Bamba. Technical foul. And a defensive 3-second violation does result in a technical foul free throw for Jalen Brunson, which he does end up making it. And The New York Knicks will also go ahead and regain possession as Bojan Bogdanovic checks into the game here for the New York Knicks, and he inbounds it to Achua, gets it over to Brunson. Brunson guarded here by Kelly Oubre. Brunson going to drive. Brunson, the pump fake, kicking it out to Achua. Achua going to drive, and it's going to be a treble. And you can't do that as we're doing the mumbo. Versus Achua walking for dear life. Here we go. 76ers looking for a bounce back shot as Lowry with the ball gets it over to KJ Martin, over to Mo Bamba. Bamba finds Lowry. Lowry going to drive, and Lowry with a tough basket off the window and off the iron and in here for Kyle Lowry, the veteran. Tough basket right there for the veteran himself, Kyle Lowry, who was born and raised here in Philadelphia. But Brunson with the ball gets over to Burks, back to Brunson. Brunson breaking ankles out here. Brunson kicking out to Burks again for three and hits it again. You know it's coming, folks. It's Alec Burks, the 76ers legend. Should have never gave him up. Could have been really nice under Nick Nurse, I'm going to be honest. Here we go. Kyle Lowry with the ball here for the Sixers. Lowry gets it out to Bamba. Bamba shooting a three. Cannot hit it. It's rebounded by Achua. And Achua bringing it down the floor. Gets over to Bojan Bogdanovic. Bogdanovic finds Alec Burks. Burks guarded by Kelly Oubre. Burks looking for options here. Burks finds Jalen Brunson. Jericho Sims setting the pick. Gets it over to Burks. From the pass from Jalen Brunson, we do have a foul. Looks like we got a foul here on Kelly Oubre, it looks like. We need some momentum here to end off the first quarter. Like, let's go. Pick things up. Somebody. Says, yo, let's go Sixers. Mad respect to you, big man. Hey, ease up, controllers down. What's going on, my guy? I appreciate you for coming through. And I appreciate the comment as well, my guy. Hit the like button if you're not done. So, ease up, controllers down. Appreciate you for coming through the stream. Mo Bamba immediately going to the bench, and Paul reads back in, but Oubre coming away with the steal and the one-handed tomahawk here from Kelly Oubre. You can't defend Kelly Oubre. All you can do is watch him throw it down. But that ends off the first quarter on that note. But in a rough way for your Philadelphia 76ers and a great start for the New York Knicks. They lead the Philadelphia 76ers up to this point by a score of 32-21 at the end of the first quarter as we head on to quarter number 2 with the next 12 minutes with the New York Knicks up by 11. Rough start for your 76ers, ladies and gents, but there is a lot of game left. A lot of game left, though, to say the least. Just need to shake the rust off a little bit. But the New York Knicks were not screwing around after the All-Star break, that's for sure. Stay focused, Sixers. Let's go, 76ers. Absolutely, Charles. Let's go. Ryan Rowe, what's going on, my guy? Appreciate you coming through. Says Darius Baisley had to play in this game and has to provide more scoring and energy. Yes, sir. Darius Baisley, I do believe, is available tonight as well if the 76ers do end up bringing him in. He might be in for garbage minutes if this game becomes a blowout on either side. But, hey, Ryan, appreciate you coming through, my guy, and putting the comment up in the chat. Hit the like button if you haven't done so. Ryan, appreciate you coming through the stream. Says, yo, he got posted. Kelly Oubre is mad for getting dunked on. Yeah, I'm sure he's furious right now. Nice move at the end. Yeah. But the 76ers really need to pick things up here. I guess it's the first game out of the All-Star break. I get it, but, like, the New York Knicks, they're just finding so much success right now. Especially when you look at Josh Hart, of all people, find ways to go off. And same thing going towards Precious Achua. Even you have their number one option right now, Jalen Brunson, off to a rough start, shooting 2 of 7 from the field and 0 of 2 from 3 with 5 points. He's literally their fourth best scorer right now at the end of the first. But you got to pick it up against some of these big men. They're playing with a tall lineup with like Achua, Hardenstein, Jericho Sims. With all those guys, they're playing some tall ball. They're playing some bully ball, playing basically two centers. Here we go. Your next 12 minutes have begun right now on NBC Sports Philadelphia. New York Knicks, Philadelphia 76ers, Miles McBride in the game. Gets it over to Alec Burks. Burks finds Bojan Bogdanovic. Gets it over to Achua. Achua out to McBride. McBride going to drive. Pull up from the mid-range for 2 and hits it again. Tough basket again here coming from New York. 76ers need to respond. As Kyle Lowry with the ball here for your Sixers. Gets it up to Tobias, and Tobias Harris with a tough basket on the alley-oop. Come on, defense now. Let's go. Need some defense. Please show some effort on the defensive side. As Burks gets it over to Miles McBride. Gets it over to Alec Burks, over to Bojan Bogdanovic with the 2, and it's good for Bojan Bogdanovic. Whew. Tough start defensively for your 76ers, ladies and gentlemen. They got to start picking it up. As Lowry with the ball gets it over to Harris. Harris kicking it out to Lowry. Lowry looking for options here. Guarded by Achua. Gets it over to Harris. Harris looking for options. Harris going to drive. Harris going to kick out to Oubre. Oubre going to drive into the paint. Oubre with the fadeaway for 2. Can't hit it. And Tobias Harris cannot come away with the rebounds. It's picked up by Achua into the hands of Bojan Bogdanovic. Bogdanovic with the ball around the screen. Bogdanovic going to drive off the window. Denied by Paul Reed in the hands of Lowry with the touchdown pass to Oubre over to Buddy Hield off the window for 2 and hits it. Great sequence right there by the 76ers offensively. Now it's time to get going defensively here. Like, let's go. Let's pick things up here defensively. As Alec Burks with the ball here. Cannot find a man, but finds Jericho Sims at the last second. Gets over to Achua. Now finds Miles McBride. Back over to Achua. Finding Jericho Sims. Sims has that knocked into the grandstands, but he is fouled on the play. Sounds like they called the foul here on Tobias Harris. And yes, it is. Foul called on Toby to send Jericho Sims to the line for 2. First one at the line is good for Jericho Sims. Second one at the line, also good here for Jericho Sims as well. 38-25 your score. 76ers down by 13. Lowry with the ball here for the Sixers. Gets it over to Tobias Harris. Harris with the ball guarded by Josh Hart. Gets it over to Paul Reed. Reed guarded by Sims. Reed finds Lowry. Lowry going to drive. Lowry putting it up for 2 off the window. Can't hit it, but Paul Reed comes away with the offensive glass and hits it right back. And Kyle Lowry is hurt. Nick Nurse wants to step on the court, and Bojan Bogdanovic responded with the 3. And looks like we have a timeout here as Kyle Lowry took a hard hit to the floor. He was bleeding for a little bit, which is what they're looking as. He does have a towel. And they really should be calling Jericho Sims for a flagrant here as he basically elbowed Kyle Lowry right to the face, and blood is shedding all over him. And Kyle Lowry going to the locker room immediately. That's not how you want your debut to begin. And I'm really hoping they're reviewing this for a flagrant because he really just elbowed. He literally elbowed this man, Kyle Lowry, right to the face. I mean, come on. Kyle Lowry's actually paid off so far for your 76ers as well, ladies and gents. So, especially in his debut, so far he's been paying off. So if he doesn't come back, then I don't know what's going to happen. But I think it's just bloodshedding. So I would think he's coming back into the game as soon as they clear the blood off his face. For the best in professional sports talk without standing play-by-play, it's BOC Sports Talk channel. Yes, sir. Let's go Sixers where I know. Playing pretty good defense tonight. I mean, that's debatable, honestly. He's got controllers down. That's pretty debatable if we're being honest. And the way we're looking at it, steals and blocks wise, 3 steals, 2 blocks with only 3 turnovers though, which is very surprising, honestly. Given the fact that New York is currently shooting the ball 57.1% from the field and 50% from 3. And they're a perfect 3 of 3 from the free throw line right now. So, I mean, that's debatable that they're playing good defense. Voice crack right there. This is your outstanding contribution on BLC Sports Talk channel. It's greatly appreciated. You are valued indeed. Hey, Charles, I appreciate that, my guy. Now, I'm not sure they did review it for a flagrant, but an elbow right to the face of Kyle Lowry, resulting in him to go to the locker room with blood shedding. Yeah, I see the blood shedding on his forehead. I see it shedding for sure. But hopefully they're just cleaning up that blood, and hopefully it's nothing else more serious. But here we go. 76ers have possession of the ball back with less than 9:20 left to go in the first half. Buddy Hield with the ball here for your 76ers. Gets over to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey going to his right, finds Hield. Hield going to drive. Now kick it back to Maxey. Maxey in the lane. Puts it up for 2 off the window. Can't get it. But Maxey will head to the charity stripe to shoot 2 as the foul is called on Jericho Sims. Tyrese Maxey to the line here, shoot 2. Chance to reduce this deficit back over to 12. He goes 2 of 2 from the line right here. Come on, Tyrese. We need these free throws. We need them. First one is good for Tyrese Maxey. Let's go. We need both these free throws, Tyrese. Let's go. Overall, the 76ers have just not figured out how to get going defensively. Offensively, they're doing okay. I mean, obviously, you're going to miss shots, especially being rusty out of the All-Star break. But defensively, they need to start picking it up. And they need to get effective offensively, too, as well. Both free throws go to the line here for Tyrese Maxey, starting out the game with 10 points, 2 rebounds, and an assist, as well as 5 of 5. I do believe that's from the free throw line. As Josh Hart kicks out to Miles McBride, over to Bogdanovich, over to Burks for 3. Cannot hit it. But Jericho Sims with another offensive rebound. Come on! Get the offensive rebound! As Bogdanovich gets it over to Hart, over to Burks, back to Hart. Hart going to drive. Hart going to spin, fade for 2, and hits it again. Is Josh Hart the Sixers killer on the New York Knicks? So, what's going on? We're making Josh Hart out here look like Michael Jordan. As Harris with the ball gets it over to Buddy Hield. Hield with the pump fake gets out to Harris. Harris shooting the 3 and hits it. Tough basket right there by Tobias Harris. Now, please, for crying out loud, play a lick of defense tonight. Please. I'm begging. Here we go. Bogdanovich with the ball. Bogdanovich backing in. Bogdanovich faking the handoff to Burks. Now backs in against Buddy Hield. Bogdanovich spinning, fading away for 2 and hits it again. Can the 76ers ever play a lick of defense tonight? Because that'd be fantastic if they can. But Buddy Hield with the ball here for the Sixers. Gets it over to Kelly Oubre. Oubre at the top of the key. Shoots a 3. Can not hit it. Paul Reed trying to battle for the rebound. The rebound is picked up by New York. Driving is Miles McBride. Out to Burks, who drives again. Burks off the window. Can't hit it. And it's rebounded by Reed. Into the hands of Maxey. Maxey with the ball going to drive. Spin around 2 defenders. And Tyrese Maxey gets it to go off the window. Come on, Tyrese. Let's go. Come on, play some defense. As we have a timeout called here. Not sure who called it. We got a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau for the New York Knicks. Your 76ers still down by 11 right now to the New York Knicks up to this point by a score of 45-34 with 7:11 left to go here in the second quarter. This NBA action is fantastic on a Thursday night vibes. Yes, sir. Let's go, Charles. Appreciate you for coming through and tuning in, showing support like always. But it's time to pick things up overall, especially from three-point range. I need to see this team start picking it up. I need to see this team just start picking it up from three, because 27.3% from three-point range as a team is absolutely unacceptable. You're not going to win games, especially against this team. You're not going to win games against the New York Knicks if you're shooting the ball 27.3% from three-point range at a three-point shots made and attempted of 3 of 11. You're not going to win like that. And I'm especially getting sick and tired of the 76ers not coming away with offensive rebounds. I'm getting sick and tired of it. 6 offensive rebounds for the New York Knicks to only 2 for the 76ers is absolutely unacceptable. Like, can we please pick it up? Can we please pick it up with the offensive rebounds, and can we pick it up with the shooting? And can we also pick it up with a lick of defense? Please. But yeah, guys, your 76ers still down to the New York Knicks by 11 points right now, 45-34. Looking to bounce back to end off the first half here. And look to get some forward momentum here going towards the second half. But it all starts here by ending off the final 7 minutes here with a bang. Guys, appreciate everybody up in here who helped us get to 10 likes here before the first half even ends anywhere close. As another shot goes up and in here by Bojan Bogdanovic again. You've got to be kidding me. This team can never catch a break on defense. Batum with the ball here for the Sixers. Batum gets it over to Tobias Harris. Harris guarded by Josh Hart. Fades away on this one for 2. Can't hit it off the window, and it's rebounded by Jericho Sims in the hands of DiVincenzo. I'm not sure what they called here. What did they call? They called a personal foul on the floor on Nico Batum. Here we go. Inbound passes in here for New York as Brunson with the ball here for the Knicks. Brunson losing the ball but gets it back. And another foul is called on Nico Batum, and that's going to be his third. Rough first half for Nico Batum, who hasn't even taken a single shot attempt yet. I'm surprised Nico Batum is not shooting the ball yet, which is very surprising to me. I get Here we go. Bojan Bogdanovic inbounding it to Jericho Sims, and the ball is deflected out of bounds off the hand of Paul Reed, so it's staying with New York. 13 seconds left on the shot clock, 6:23 left to go in the first half. Here we go. Brunson with the ball, gets it over to Jericho Sims, who cannot handle the ball, and it's taken away, picked up by Buddy Hield. Hield going to drive with it down the floor. Hield trying to kick it out to Tobias Harrison. That's taken away by Bojan Bogdanovic. In the hands of Jericho Sims, over to Jalen Brunson. Brunson coming on the inside. Brunson puts it up off the window for two and hits it. If you let Jalen Brunson get hot, ladies and gents, it's game over. It's game over if you let Jalen Brunson get hot at a time like this. Here we go. Maxey with the ball here for the Sixers. Steps back on this one for three. Can't hit it. Getting an offensive rebound. They're battling for it. Josh Hart trying to keep it in play. It's going to stay with Philadelphia. Get an offensive rebound. It's all we're asking for. What was one of the things to watch for in this game from the start? Get an offensive rebound. Battle for the ball. Stop holding back. My goodness, out of the All-Star break, this is getting embarrassing. As Harris with the ball inbounds it to Paul Reed, gets it over to Nico Batum. Batum guarded by Bogdanovic, gets it over to Maxey. Maxey going to drive with the floater up off the rim for two, and he hits it. Nice floater right there by Tyrese Maxey in response. Come on. We got to play some defense here. Josh Hart with the ball here for the New York Knicks. Gets it over to Jalen Brunson. Brunson gets it over to Josh Hart. Josh Hart finds Bogdanovic. Bogdanovic out to Josh Hart. Josh Hart go on the outside. Puts up a three. Can't hit it. And it's rebounded here by Achua up off the window and in. And again, what do you know? The 76ers cannot get an offensive rebound to save their lives here. Here we go. Buddy Hield with the ball. Hield going with the step back three. Cannot hit it off the front of the iron and misses it. And it's rebounded by Josh Hart into the hands of DiVincenzo. Out to Brunson, who's pump faking. Puts it up for three. Can't hit it. And it's rebounded by Batum. Batum now puts it in the hands of Buddy Hield. Hield gets over to Maxey. Puts it up for three and hits it. Thank you, Tyrese. It's about time. Here we go. Brunson with the ball here off the pass from Josh Hart. Brunson surrounded, being double teamed. Gets it over to Achua, and Achua's going to throw it down. Come on. You cannot leave somebody wide open like that. You just can't. I don't care who it is, whether if it's Achua, Brunson, DiVincenzo, I do not care. Maxey up off the window, can't hit it. It's rebounded by Bogdanovic, who's fouled again by Nico Batum. That's going to be Nico's fourth. That's going to be number 4, Nico Batum, and we're not even at the end of the first half yet. Like, what are we doing here? What kind of basketball are we playing here, 76ers? This isn't rocket science. This isn't wrestling. This is supposed to be a game of basketball. We're not shedding blood off one another. We're supposed to be playing the game of basketball, for crying out loud. We're not having a fist fight. I mean, come on, man. Nico Batum and Buddy Hield will both head to the bench. And Kelly Oubre and KJ Martin will also sub in. I do believe they also did say that Cameron Payne's stepping into the game, which he is. Not sure who Cameron Payne is stepping in for. So it looks like Cameron Payne's coming in to take the spot of Buddy Hield. KJ Martin's coming in to take the place of Nico Batum, and Kelly Oubre's coming in to take the place of Tobias Harris. Second one at the line is missed by Bojan Bogdanovic as well as the first one. And DiVincenzo with the steal and DiVincenzo with the bucket. Just putting about bad turnover after bad turnover. Cameron Payne off the window from 4 feet out is good. Not how I wanted this first game out of the All-Star break to go. Here we go. Brunson with the ball. Passes over to Josh Hart, and Brunson is fouled. Foul's going to be called on Paul Reed, and that's going to send Brunson to the charity stripe. First one on the line is good for Jalen Brunson. And Ricky Council, the fourth, will check into the game to replace Paul Reed. But we do have a timeout called here by the 76ers, who are not having a great first half at all. They are really rusty right out the gate and cannot seem to find anything going, cannot seem to get anything going and find a rhythm. And a tough start here out of the All-Star break for your 76ers. Just a really rough start. But yeah, guys, just having me look at the stat sheet here, Tyrese Maxey is your only Philadelphia 76er that is in double figures, approaching 20 points right now. And your next highest score is a tie between Tobias Harris and Buddy Hield with 5 points apiece. Actually, rather, it's Kelly Oubre off the bench with 6 points. So someone else is going to have to step up for Philly to get back on track. It looked like it was going to be Kyle Lowry, but nope, he's hurt now. KJ Martin's probably not going to be doing much of anything. Same thing going towards Mo Bamba. Kyle Lowry, who knows what his status is going to be like. Ricky Council's just checking in, so we don't know what he's going to do. Kelly Oubre is not doing too much of anything in 12 minutes of play. Cameron Payne just got in the game. Nobody can really do too much of anything right now. 76ers still down by 16 points with 3:16 left in the first half. Second one at the line is good for Jalen Brunson. All right, it's time for the 76ers to really pick things up here. Take this game to a whole nother level. Let's go. As Maxey with the ball here for the Sixers. Maxey looking for options here, guarded by DiVincenzo. Maxey going to his left around the screen. Gets over to Ricky Council. Council kicking out to Maxey. Maxey looking for options here. Maxey with the sidestep, putting it up for three. Can't hit it. And it's rebounded by DiVincenzo. Into the hands of Brunson. Brunson kicking it out to Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich, guarded by Ricky Council the fourth. Gets it over to Josh Hart, over to Brunson. Brunson kicking out to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo up the baseline, kicking it out to Bogdanovich, putting up a three from the corner, and it hits it. Are you kidding me? You can't make this stuff up. This is ridiculous. Oubre up the baseline, and Oubre stepped out of bounds. That's great. Believe and achieve. Yeah, we're not believing in anything right now. So stand-up Sixers, I hope they can figure something out. Josh Hart finds Bogdanovich pulling up from another three and hits it again. Who is this version of the New York Knicks tonight? They're 14-14 on the road. How are they 14-14 on the road, not higher? As Oubre puts up another one, can't hit it. Nobody can make a shot apart from Tyrese Maxey, for crying out loud. Josh Hart putting it up for two, can't hit it, blocked by KJ Martin. But it doesn't matter because the 76ers can't handle the ball to save their lives. DiVincenzo for three. Can't hit that either, and it's rebounded by Oubre into the hands of Cameron Payne. Jeez. Nobody can hit a shot for the Sixers. Apart from Maxey. Cameron Payne with the ball coming through up off the window. Can't hit it, and it's rebounded by Josh Hart. Josh Hart kicking it out to DiVincenzo over to Bogdanovich for three and hits it again. You got all these New York Knicks fans behind the Knicks bench going absolutely insane right now. Yeah, all the 76ers fans just sitting down, not doing anything. Because there's nothing to be excited about, honestly, if we're looking at it. As Cameron Payne gets over to KJ Martin, over to Oubre, pulling up a three, can't hit as it swirls around the iron. Ricky Council with the rebound, puts it up for two, can't hit it, but is going to the free throw line. What an ugly first half. Ugly is the only way to describe it. 76ers need to go toe-to-toe with the New York Knicks. This would be powerful indeed. Well, at this pace, Charles, they're not going to go toe-to-toe with them. Let's be honest. At this pace, they're not going toe-to-toe. First one at the line is no good for Ricky Council the fourth. To the ball in the making. You're probably right about that. Pathetic indeed, my humble opinion thus far. Your opinion's not wrong, Charles Adderley. Your opinion's not wrong, my guy. That's absolutely correct. Your opinion is not wrong by any means guaranteed. Let's crank it up. Let's go 76ers. And Ricky Council misses both. He has the Bojan Bogdanovic disease and missing 2 free throws at the line. Let's crank it up. Let's go 76ers. Believe and achieve. As of right now, Charles Adderley, I'm not believing in achieving much of anything, honestly. Looks like DiVincenzo is called for the offensive foul. Resulting in a turnover. All right, please, let's do something here. Let's get a basket or something, please. Cameron Payne coming through into the lane, puts it up, puts it in. Thank you. Why can't we do that every time? Just get to the paint and put something up. And Josh Hart off the window can't hit it, but Josh Hart is fouled. Of course, Josh Hart's fouled, and it's going to be a foul called on KJ Martin. Josh Hart going to the charity stripe here to shoot 2. First one at the line is good for Josh Hart. So Tobias Harris will check back into the game here to replace KJ Martin. And Tyrese Maxey will get back in the game here to replace Ricky Council the fourth. Second one at the line for Josh Hart is also good. Here we go. Cameron Payne with the ball here for Philadelphia. Cameron Payne at the top of the key. Cameron Payne going to his right. Cameron Payne going to drive up off the window and hits it, and 1 for Cameron Payne. Foul's going to be called on Precious Achiuwa. Not like it really matters because the 76ers are still down by slightly less than 25 points. It's like that's what the score is going to be probably going into halftime. Depending if Cameron Payne does make this free throw, which he actually better should. And the free throw is good here for Cameron Payne to complete the 3-point play. Looks like one last possession here for New York to end off the first half. As Jalen Brunson with the ball here. Brunson kicking out to DiVincenzo, out to Hart. Hart with the step back 3. Can't hit it off the front of the rim. Tobias Harris coming away with the defensive rebound. Hauls it down the other end, but it will not count. He gets it off way too late. And rough first half here for your Philadelphia 76ers on the first game after the All-Star break, as they are currently down to the New York Knicks right now by a score of 69-46. But ladies and gents, on that note, we have approached halftime. But yeah, guys, definitely a rough first half for sure, to say the least. And rough is an understatement. That was a horrific first half. Hopefully we change something in the locker room because that better never happen again. A half like that better never exist again. I'm going to tell you that much. Like, are we still sleeping on the? Are we still sleeping on the All-Star break or what? So it looks like by the time the second half starts, according to Ellie Shore Parks, Kyle Lowry did go ahead and receive stitches, so Kyle Lowry will return to the game when the second half starts. Is Iowa's female basketball game on? I am not sure, TP1. Let me see for you. They are playing right now, TP1, since you were wondering. But ladies and gents, on that note, we're going to go ahead and go over the first half stats here, and then we're going to go ahead and take the halftime break here, like we always do. So starting off on the New York Knicks side here, Josh Hart actually ends up leading the, or excuse me, not Josh Hart, Bojan Bogdanovic rather, leads the way for the New York Knicks at the end of the first half with 19 points, a rebound, and 2 steals off the bench. Off the bench. I should repeat that once more, but I'm not going to. Then following that up is Josh Hart in the starting 5, finishing the first half with 13 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. Then following that up is Precious Achiuwa, finishing the first half with 11 points, with actually nearing a double-double, I should say. Finishing the first half with 11 points, 9 rebounds, and an assist, as well as a steal and a block each. Then following that up is Jalen Brunson, finishing the first half with 9 points, 6 assists, and a steal. Then following that up is Alec Burks, finishing the first half with 6 points and an assist off the bench. Then following that up is Dante DiVincenzo, finishing the first half with 5 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, as well as a steal and a block each of the starting 5. Then back off the bench is Jericho Sims, finishing the first half with 4 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. And then rounding it off here for the New York Knicks is Miles McBride, finishing the first half with 2 points straight up off the bench to end off the first half stats here for the New York Knicks. Now over to the Philadelphia 76ers side now, as Tyrese Maxey is the only player in double figures right now for the 76ers up to this point, leads the way for the team with 17 points, 2 rebounds, and an assist. Then following that up, off the bench actually, believe it or not, is Cameron Payne, finishing the first half with 7 points straight up off the bench. Then following that up, also off the bench, is Kelly Oubre, finishing the first half with 6 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 steals. Then back up to the starting 5 here, where Tobias Harris finishes the first half with 5 points, a rebound, and an assist each, as well as a steal. Following that up is Buddy Hield, finishing the first half with 5 points, a rebound, 2 assists, as well as a steal and a block each. Then back off the bench here, where Kyle Lowry, before going to the locker room, finishing the first half with 4 points, a rebound, and 2 assists. And then rounding it off here for the 76ers side is Paul Reed, finishing the first half with 2 points and 3 rebounds to end off the first half stats here for your Philadelphia 76ers. Now over to the team stats now, as the New York Knicks are currently shooting the ball 57.8% from the field to the Philadelphia 76ers 41.9%. The New York Knicks are currently shooting the ball 47.6% from three-point range to the Philadelphia 76ers 25%, which is absolutely disgusting. The New York Knicks are currently shooting the ball 77.8% from the free throw line to the Philadelphia 76ers 75%. The New York Knicks overall are out-rebounding the Philadelphia 76ers overall at the end of the first half 28-15. And same when it comes to the offensive rebounds, 7-3. In terms of assists, the New York Knicks also have the 76ers beaten that category so far 16-9. In terms of steals, goes in the New York Knicks' favor 6-4. In terms of blocks, goes in the 76ers' favor, 3-2 for once. For once, they have a stat where they're beating the New York Knicks in right now. In terms of total turnovers, it's actually tied amongst the two teams with seven turnovers apiece. In terms of points in the paint, also barely goes in the 76ers' favor, 28-26. And a total of 16 personal fouls called, 10 called on the Philadelphia 76ers, and 6 fouls called on the New York Knicks. And ladies and gents, on that note, that is how the first half stats come to an end here in this one after an absolutely unacceptable, ridiculous first half, which I absolutely cannot stand. But hopefully the 76ers can bounce back here going into the second half. As my guy Charles says, halftime break on BLC Sports Channel. Yes, sir. This team needs to wake up. This is sad, man. Yeah, this is getting annoying. But on that note, ladies and gents, we're going to go ahead and take the halftime break here like we always do. You guys pretty much know the drill here up in the chat, ladies and gents. Go get a snack, go get a drink, go to the bathroom, do whatever you guys need to do in order to get ready for the second half of this game between the New York Knicks and the Philadelphia 76ers. And ladies and gents, on that note, I'll see you all back here for the second half. All right, guys, we are back as we get going here in the third. 76ers down 69-46 here to the New York Knicks. And we are rolling as Brunson on the pass to DiVincenzo over to Isaiah Hartenstein. Back to DiVincenzo off the window for two. Can't hit it, but it's rebounded by Maxey. Let's go. As Maxey with the ball gets over to Hield, back to Maxey. Run the pick and roll right now. Gets it back over to Hield with the high-arcing triple, and he barely hit the rim. A go out of bounds, and it will be 76ers ball. And Brunson just let it go, too. Come on, let's pick it up. Offensively and defensively. Let's go. As Tobias starts with the ball here, inbounds it. To Paul Reed, who gets over to Batum. Batum over to Maxey. Maxey faking the pump fake with a sidestep for two and hits it. Big shot by Tyrese. Let's go. Let's start now. Let's hopefully start a comeback somehow, some way. Here we go. DiVincenzo with the ball here for New York. DiVincenzo gets over to Isaiah Hartenstein, over to Brunson. Brunson guarded by Buddy Hield. Brunson backing in. Brunson looking for options. Finds DiVincenzo out to Hart. Hart finds Achua. Achua going to drive against Paul Reed. Achua going to fade away on this one for two off the window. Can't hit it. That's going to be a shot clock violation. Great defense by your Philadelphia 76ers on that possession by New York. Let's go. So if you guys are not here, Kyle Lowry did end up getting stitches. So that's why once you see him come back in the game, you will see a big Band-Aid on the top of his forehead when he gets back in. But Batum on the pass here to Tyrese Maxey, guarded by DiVincenzo. Maxey looking for options here. Maxey finds Paul Reed. Reed coming on the inside. Gets over to Harris. Harris pulling up from the charity stripe and cannot hit it. Reed, let's get an offensive rebound. Let's not poke it away out of bounds. Let's get an offensive rebound. As the New York Knicks will take over as it was last touched here by Paul Reed. With Brunson here with the ball in the inbound. Brunson passing half court. Brunson. Guarded by Buddy Hield. Gets it over to Achua. Finds DiVincenzo, but DiVincenzo is going to be called for the offensive foul and will knock Tyrese Maxey to the floor. Maxey will need some help getting up. It's not like Joel Embiid, though, where they're lifting up 280 pounds above the floor. So they actually called or did they actually call it on Achua? They might have called it on Achua, actually. You check the play-by-play. They called it on Achua, so Achua's called for the foul, not DiVincenzo. Here we go. Inbound passes in for the 76ers. Maxey with the ball gets it to Harris, over to Hield, over to Maxey. Maxey going to drive. Maxey kicks it out to Hield. Hield a three. Bullseye! Much needed three right there from Buddy Hield. Thank God Buddy Hield makes the shot and makes it down to less than 20 points apart, separating the two teams. Timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau is what I am going to assume. And the 76ers looking to get right back on track here with a great start offensively to this second half. Come on, let's go. All right, Sixers, come on, let's go. Let's get it going here. Hopefully, guys, this team can hopefully start to pick things up here and take this game up to a whole nother level. Let's go. Here we go. Your in-game action is back on now as Achua starts out with the ball here for New York. It gets over to Brunson. Brunson guarded here by Tyrese Maxey. Brunson going to drive. Brunson going to put up for two and hits it. Tough shot right there from the former Villanova Wildcat, Jalen Brunson. Here we go. Sixers look to respond. Maxey with the ball going to his right. Going to drive. Kick it over to Reed. Reed losing the ball. Somehow it nearly almost stood in play, but it hits the baseline at the last moment. And this will be out of bounds off of New York, and it's going to stay with Philadelphia. Maxey to inbound. Maxey inbounds to Tobias Harris. Gets it back over to Maxey. Runs a pick and roll. Maxey driving. Kicking out to Harris. Harris finding Maxey. Run that pick and roll. Maxey for three and hits it. Thank you, Tyrese. Let's go. Let's go. Somebody do something besides Tyrese, though, please. That'd be great. If somebody could step up outside Tyrese Maxey. Be a second option to Maxey, please. This game would be so much closer if Joel Embiid was playing. I'm going to tell you guys that right now. Brunson with the ball. Finds Hardenstein for the moment, but Maxey comes away with it out of the pile. Here comes Tyrese Maxey in the 76ers. Maxey driving. Trying to find a man. And Maxey ends up, I think he hit it off himself. But it's going to go with New York. Here we go. Brunson with the ball here for the Knicks. Brunson putting it up for two. Can't hit it. And it's rebounded by Reed. Reed finds Harris. Harris loses the ball. But into the hands of Hield. Hield finds Maxey. Maxey going to drive. Maxey the reverse layup with the finger roll. It's good for Tyrese Maxey. Let's go. And we are playing some full court press here with Nico Batum. And Nico Batum wants to have a conference with these officials. And that's going to be foul number 5 on Nico Batum. And he might have to sit down for the rest of the game. Nico Batum is getting way too aggressive out here. I get it. You want to be aggressive, but you don't want to get that physical. You don't want to get that physical though. My goodness. Nico Batum really needs to pick up his mental game, you know? Be responsible, not fouling all the time. He's got to be better than that. Got to be better than that. But I am not sure what's taking so long to get this game back on. Says, come on, Sixers, stay focused. Let's go. Absolutely, let's go. To my Spanish-speaking people out there, vamos. Vamos. Come on, let's get this game back on. Let's get off. Let's go. Let's get off our commercials here. Let's get back to some 76ers in-game action. Like, why are we showing this? Cheers to 131 years. For what? Famous 4th Street Cookie Company, something like that. I don't know. I guess that will be the 5th foul of the game here for Nico Batum, and Kyle Lowry is back in. DiVincenzo with the ball here for New York. DiVincenzo looking for options. DiVincenzo going to drive. And it's going to be a travel. You can't do that. And you guys do see the Band-Aid on top of Kyle Lowry's forehead, as you see on your screen. That's because, again, the medical staff went ahead and put stitches on the spot where Kyle Lowry was bleeding. But Lowry out to heal now. Oh, now out to Maxey. Maxey going to drive. Put it up off the front rim. Can't get it. And it's rebounded here by Josh Hart. Hart brings it down the other end. Hart going to get it over to DiVincenzo, over to Brunson. Brunson going to drive. Brunson spinning. Going to kick it out to Josh Hart. Josh Hart looking for options, going to his left. Josh Hart puts it up for 2. Can't hit it from the mid-range, and it's rebounded by Reed. Reed finds Hield. Hield doesn't take the 3 now. It's out to Lowry. Out to Hield for 3. String music from Buddy Hield. And we got a 12-point game here in this one with 7:15 left to go in the third. DiVincenzo, another 3, trying to respond and cannot. It's rebounded by Isaiah Hartenstein. Out to Brunson. Brunson going to drive. Brunson putting it up for 2. Can't hit it. Rebounded by Hartenstein. And Brunson's going to the line for 2. An overall good start to the second half for your 76ers. It's just that they need to keep up the intensity, and they need to stop fouling. They got to stop getting called measly fouls on them. They got to stop that. They need to stop. First one at the line for Jalen Brunson is good. Bojan Bogdanovic will check into the game here to replace Isaiah Hartenstein. Second one at the line for Brunson is good. So it looks like we have a Chua playing the 5 here for New York. Here we go. Maxey with the ball here for the Sixers. Gets it over to Buddy Hield. Back over to Maxey. Maxey at top of the key. 3. Can't hit it. Not even close. Rebounded here by New York into the hands of Brunson. Brunson finds Chua. Chua going to throw it down with the tomahawk for the jam. Here we go. Harris with the ball here for the Sixers. Harris backing in against Brunson. Harris loses the ball, and it's picked up by Bogdanovic. Into the hands of Jalen Brunson. Brunson puts it up for 2 and hits it and 1. Jeez, man. You've got to be kidding me. Just when it looked like they had some hope, some life, something. Just like that, it's back up to an 18-point lead for the Knicks. And the free throw is good here for Jalen Brunson. So back up to a 19-point lead here. Or the New York Knicks against the 76ers. Seems like the New York Knicks didn't forget how to play basketball. As Lowry with the ball here for the Sixers gets it over to Buddy Hield. Hield guarded by Brunson. Hield receives a double team. Gets it over to Lowry. Tobias Harris tries to battle for the ball, and it's picked up by Bogdanovich. Into the hands of Brunson. Brunson finds Achua up off the window, can't hit it. Paul Reed comes away with the rebound. But Paul Reed is called for the foul. First one at the line is good for Precious Achua. As you have Jalen Brunson standing in the backcourt here for New York. Tobias Harris goes to the bench. So the 76ers looks like they're really going small ball. Unless if they have Mo Bamba in there, which I don't think they do. Second one is good at the line. So looks like they're playing KJ Martin at the 5 right now, which is crazy. They're going really small. Oh, man, they're going with a really small lineup. This is not good. Oh, my. Nick Nurse, what are you doing? What is this lineup? And Nick Nurse got a technical. So that's wonderful. Free throw's good here for Jalen Brunson. Come on, Nick Nurse. Like, what are you getting technicals for? Stop barking at the officials already. If that's what you're getting a technical for, stop barking at them. Like, what lineup do we have on the floor, Nick Nurse? You got some explaining to do here. KJ Martin looks like this man's playing the 5 right now, which is ridiculous. Back to playing small ball center, just like it was under Doc Rivers. Maxey with the ball, looking for options, driving. Maxey loses it, but is fouled. Foul's called on Bojan Bogdanovich. Like, what lineup am I looking at right now? Tyrese Maxey go to the line here to shoot 2. Like, what lineup am I looking at right now, man? I'm looking at a lineup of Tyrese Maxey. Okay, I'm looking at a lineup that consists of Tyrese Maxey, Kyle Lowry, Buddy Hield, Kelly Oubre, and KJ Martin. Like, what are we doing here? Since when have we ever gone with this combo, Nick Nurse? You really think this is going to be the answer? Playing small ball? This is a Doc Rivers move. This is a Doc Rivers move. Here we go. Here's Jalen Brunson with the ball here for the New York Knicks. Gets over to Achua, who puts it up off the window. Can't hit it, but what do you know? He's fouled again. He's fouled again going to the free throw line. Anyone please get Harris off my team? What is he thinking? I don't know, but I'm going to tell you one thing. If I'm Nick Nurse, I'm going to consider benching this man Tobias Harris for the rest of the game. I'd put either Oubre at the 4, KJ Martin at the 4. I'd even move a couple guys around, like Buddy Hield, move him to the 3. Second one at the line is also no good. Chick-fil-A chicken nuggets for everybody, but it really doesn't matter when you're down 20 up to this point. Maxey with the ball, going to drive, puts it up off the window, and hits it. Thank you, Tyrese. About time. Like, but here's who I'm putting on the bench. Here's who I'm having sit on the bench the rest of the game. Nico Batum gets his own 5 fouls. You might have to consider Paul Reed. If not that, Paul Reed's not going to get much more time if he keeps fouling at a time like this. Tobias Harris, all 3 of those guys might be sitting on the bench for a while. I'm not even kidding. Free throw is good for Tyrese Maxey. Like, Tyrese Maxey's the only one that's doing anything. Buddy Hield is out here being the second option to this team. Where is Tobias Harris? Why isn't he showing up? Oh, wait, he's sitting on the bench right now. Wow, congratulations, Tobias. You're totally doing your part, earning that last year of your $180 million contract. Brunson with the shot, can't put it in. It's rebounded by KJ Martin into the hands of Kyle Lowry. Lowry finds Maxey. Maxey staying on the outside. Maxey around the screen thanks to Lowry. Maxey going to the right. Maxey at the wing now coming on the inside of the baseline. Maxey the reverse layup, can't hit it. And it's rebounded by Josh Hart, but Josh Hart was the last one to touch the ball as it goes out of bounds, and it's going to go back with Philly. Hold on, Sixers. Let's stay aggressive here. Let's go. Stay aggressive without fouling these guys. Come on. I'd even give Cameron Payne a chance in this game. I'd give him a chance right now. I'm fine with Cameron Payne, Kyle Lowry. I'm honestly fine with Kelly Oubre if I think about it. As Oubre with the ball here for the Sixers. Oubre loses the ball. Gets it out to Buddy Hield. Hield out to Maxey. Maxey at three. Music! String music! Music to my ears! Tyrese Maxey, another nice three. Reason why he's an all-star, 32 and counting for Tyrese, who's got half of the set, slightly under half of the 76ers points right now, believe it or not. Here we go. Brunson with the ball, getting out to DiVincenzo for three. And what do you know? Another made shot here for New York. What do you know, guys? What do you know? Here we go. Maxey with the ball here for the Sixers. Maxey finds Buddy, or rather that's Kyle Lowry. Lowry finds KJ Martin under the basket for two and hits it. Thank you, KJ. It's greatly appreciated at this time. Wish we could have saw more of that earlier. Here we go. Jalen Brunson with the ball here for the New York Knicks. Brunson puts it up for two. Denied by KJ Martin. In the hands of Maxey. Over to Lowry. Lowry faking the three out to Hield. Hield out to Lowry. Lowry at three. Music to my ears. Kyle Lowry with another bucket. Welcome to Philadelphia, Kyle Lowry. And a timeout call by Tom Thibodeau. Let's go, Kyle Lowry. Even with the stitches and the Band-Aid up on his head, he's not afraid to pull up a jumper and make a three. He's not afraid to do so. And we got a 12-point game here in the Wells Fargo. Come on, let's go. Let's go here. Man, this game's getting intense now. This game is getting intense now. This game has become something. Oh, my. Maxey, just keep doing your thing, kid. Let's go. I got your jersey up here for a reason, Tyrese. Keep doing your job. I'm hoping Melton can provide something off the bench tomorrow, assuming he's officially cleared for tomorrow night's game against Cleveland. But overall, this game has just been back and forth is what this game has been so far. This game has been back and forth all around. In terms of a comeback, no comeback, slight comeback, no comeback, something. But as of right now, when you look at it, guys, this third quarter is the 76ers quarter to lose right now. This is their quarter to lose. Here we go. Brunson with the ball as the game is back on. As KJ Martin plays great defense against Bogdanovic. Bogdanovic gets it over to Jericho Sims after he lost the ball. Bogdanovic loses it again. And it is going with the Sixers. The Sixers will take possession. Let's go. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. 6 turnovers by New York, only 2 by the Sixers. Here we go. Maxey with the ball at the top of the key, guarded by Brunson. Maxey up off the window, gets it to go off the window. It's Tyrese Maxey, 34 and counting for your All-Star. Brunson with the ball here for New York. Brunson driving, puts it up for 2. Cannot hit it. Sims with the rebound. Sims has the ball being battled for, and it's staying with New York. Oh my, this game is just getting intense. We're at about the 2-minute warning left to go. We're at about the 2-minute warning left to go here in the third quarter. We have a 10-point game. 7 points for Kyle Lowry as well as 4 assists in his debut as a Sixer. Brunson on the inbound to Sims. And Brunson with the ball in the corner just hits it off, just actually chucks it off of KJ Martin, I should say. And go out of bounds, it'll stay with New York. 7 seconds on the shot clock. With a minute 57 left to go in the third. Brunson to inbound again. Brunson inbounds to Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich putting up a 3 against KJ Martin. And you got to be kidding me. This man, Bojan Bogdanovich, yo. This man is 6 for 6 from 3 with 22 points off the bench. And another foul called here against Philly. What do you know? What do you know? Turnover called against Kyle Lowry for an offensive foul. Come on, this is the 76ers quarter to lose here. Let's go. Get some momentum going. Come on. Bring us to a momentum shift. As Jalen Brunson with the ball gets over to Bojan Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich putting up for 2 on the high arcing deuce. It's no good. It's rebounded by KJ Martin into the hands of Maxey. Maxey puts it up for 2. Can't hit it, but is fouled. Let's go. 76 in the bonus, and Maxey's going to the charity stripe. Let's go. Come on, 76ers. Play the best defense you ever played in your life. This is our quarter to lose right now. This is our quarter to lose right now. This should hopefully be some motivation going into the fourth quarter. Like, let's go. We're currently outscoring New York by 10 points right now. Free throw is good for Tyrese Maxey, but apparently was not a regular free throw. It was a technical free throw that was called on Josh Hart. So I think Maxey now gets his 2 free throws at the line, if I do recall on how this works. Because Maxey did have a foul in shooting motion. I'm not sure. What is Maxey barking about out here? Like, what are we doing, Maxey? What are we doing out here? And Nick Nurse is saying it's a shooting foul. The way Nick Nurse is looking up at the Jumbotron and the way he's just looking overall is just absolutely priceless. Like, you can't be serious. Like, dude, this is a foul in shooting motion, dude. Like, what do you mean that's not a shooting foul, refs? Like, what are we doing? Go look at the review table. Oh, my gosh. Should have 2 free throws here. But Oubre with the ball off the window can't get it. But a foul called on New York. That will send Kelly Oubre to the charity stripe for 2. So what looked to be a defensive rebound by Jericho Sims is going to be 2 free throws here for Kelly Oubre with a chance to make it a 10-point game. Let's go. First one at the line is good for Kelly Oubre. Let's go. Come on. We're in this game. This is a huge third quarter. This is our quarter to lose right here. Let's go. Second one at the line. Good for Kelly Oubre. Let's go. Come on. Here we go. Jalen Brunson with the ball. Guarded by Kelly Oubre. And Oubre is going to be called for the foul. Oubre do not have a conference with the official. We don't need another technical foul. Just don't. Just don't. Just let it go. And just admit that you got called for the foul, okay? Just admit it. Just admit it. Don't pull a Nick Nurse and cry at these officials for 10,000 years. Don't be doing that. Can't be doing that at this time. Jalen Brunson to shoot the free throws here. First one is good for Jalen Brunson. Like I said, this is the 76ers quarter to lose right here. This is their quarter to lose. They can win this quarter, and they're still in the game. They're still in it. They've held New York to just 19 points in the third quarter. And make that 20 with the free throw made here by Jalen Brunson. Both free throws go to the line for the former Villanova Wildcat star. Here we go. Kyle Lowry bringing the ball down the floor. Lowry's going to find Maxey. Maxey going to his right. Maxey coming on the inside, finds KJ Martin. KJ Martin battling for the ball, can't get it. And has that blocked by New York. As Alec Burks with the ball, gets over to Josh Hart. Josh Hart guarded by Kelly Oubre. Hart finds Brunson. Brunson guarded by Cameron Payne. And they're going to call a blocking foul here on Cameron Payne instead of an offensive foul on Jalen Brunson. Come on, Sixers. Just lock in. Get a stop. Just get a stop. Yeah, I think that actually was a blocking foul on Cameron Payne. I mean, he actually did kind of flop a little bit, like low-key. And what do you mean that's an inbound pass? That is not an inbound pass. The dude was fouled on the floor. Like, what are we talking about? First one's good for Jalen Brunson. I guess since they're still in the bonus, they get the free throws still. $20 points and counting here for Jalen Brunson, as well as 9 assists. One more assist for Jalen Brunson, and he gets a double-double. Not his most efficient shooting night. 11 of his 21 points coming from the free throw line, as he does make the second one. Come on, let's go. Pick it up, Sixers. Let's go here. Cameron Payne with the ball here for the Sixers. Cameron Payne putting it up off the window, can't hit it, and it's rebounded by KJ Martin, putting it up and in for 2. Let's go. Sixers need to get one more shot here. And about 7 seconds separating game and shot clock here as Brunson with the ball going to drive. Brunson, the step back mid-range, and it's no good, but it does not matter. It does not matter for the sake of Jalen Brunson. We're going the other way with it. An offensive foul called on New York. Come on. One more shot. Let's go. Take your time with the clock. Control the clock and just put it up. Control the clock. Let's go. Let's go. Control the clock. Come on, let's get a buzzer beater here at 10 off the third quarter. Come on. This is going to be our quarter to lose, though, because we absolutely dominated in the third quarter against New York. But here we go. Maxey with the ball here for the Sixers. Maxey, guarded by Bogdanovich. Maxey looking. Finds Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry putting it up for 2 and hits a tough basket for Kyle Lowry. Tough basket right there for Kyle Lowry. And the Heat will not go through from Alec Burks, and we have ourselves a 10-point game, ladies and gentlemen, going into the fourth quarter, where after it looked like all hope was lost for the 76ers to come back, they still have a chance to come back and pull off the impossible, as they're only down by 10 points here to the New York Knicks by a score of 91-81, as we head on to the fourth quarter with the 76ers now having the momentum in this game. That's what I'm talking about right there. Let's go. That's how it should have been played from the beginning, if we're being completely honest. This is how he should have been playing from the start. This is how we should have been playing from the start, if we're being completely honest. I mean, if we're being honest here, the only reason that the 76ers are still in this game is because of Tyrese Maxey. The kid has 35 points right now with the second best scorer being Buddy Hield with 11 points, who's shooting in a mediocre type of way. And when you look in New York, they've got 4 guys in double figures, and their leading scorer being off the bench with Bojan Bogdanovic with 22. They got Brunson with 21, but still not shooting at his best. Then Precious Achiuwa with 15, and then Josh Hart with 13. But come on. We have all the forward momentum here going into the fourth quarter. Let's go. Keep Tobias Harris on the bench the rest of the game. Just keep him on the bench the rest of the game. United Force standing tall against all odds on BLSG Sports Channel. Yes, sir. Potential exciting game shaping up now on BLSG Sports Talk Channel. Yes, sir. Let's go. Your final 12 minutes will be coming here soon, ladies and gentlemen. Your score's 91-81 right now. New York still with the lead. But the 76ers battling, looking to bounce back. Lucas Holland, what's going on, my guy? Appreciate you for coming through. Said just got home. Hey, Lucas, appreciate you for coming through, my guy. Hit the like button if you have not done so, Lucas. Appreciate you for coming through the stream. Says we can do this. I hope so. If we could do this, this would be one of the. This would probably be the greatest comeback in 76ers history if they can pull this off. And an offensive foul called on Kyle Lowry to start off the fourth quarter, so that's lovely. Come on, Kyle Lowry. Like, you need to be better than that, dude. Come on. Come on, Kyle. Like, what are we doing out here? Says this is powerful indeed. Just hit the like. Hey, Lucas, I appreciate that, my guy. Let's go. Miles McBride with the ball here. Gets over to Alec Burks. Burks going to his right. Now guarded by KJ Martin. Burks looking for options here. Burks going to drive. Burks going to kick out to Josh Hart. And we have a foul called against New York. Here we go. Time for us to take over this game. Come on, let's go. Another offensive foul called here. That's 15 turnovers here for the Knicks. Only 11 for the Sixers. Cameron Payne with the ball finds Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry gets it over to Buddy Hield, putting it up for 2. Can't hit it. That's going to stay with, or rather it's going to go with New York. Here we go. Alec Burks with the ball here for New York. Gets it over to Bojan Bogdanovic. Bogdanovic. Guarded by KJ Martin. Bogdanovic looking for options here. Bogdanovic puts it up from the mid-range from the free throw line. Can't hit it. It's rebounded by Kyle Lowry. Here comes Philadelphia. Lowry finds Cameron Payne. Payne thought about launching a 3, but will not. Finds Oubre back over to Payne. Payne putting it up for 2. Can't hit it. And it's rebounded by Josh Hart. And here comes New York. Josh Hart will be fouled on the play, I do believe. He's going to be fouled here by Cameron Payne. Come on, Sixers. Let's go. Come on. This is our opportunity right now. They're struggling right now, so we got to take advantage of it. Let's go. Miles McBride to inbound. Inbounds it here to Josh Hart. Josh Hart guarded by Buddy Hield. Going to his left. Gets it over to Alec Burks. Over to Bojan Bogdanovic. Puts it up for 2. Hits off the iron and off the window. And it's rebounded by KJ Martin into the hands of Buddy Hield. Now into the hands of Cameron Payne as he is going to be the point guard, it looks like. Gets over to Kyle Lowry, who gets Alex Burks to jump. Gets out to Buddy Hield for 3. Music to my ears again. And it's Buddy Hield once more. Being the second option for the team, and this team just cannot be stopped in the second half. Josh Hart with the ball here for New York. Josh Hart loses the ball, and it's picked up by Philadelphia. Here's Buddy Hield. Out to Lowry. Lowry finds Oubre. Oubre a 3. Can't hit it. And it's rebounded by Lowry. Out to Oubre again. Oubre in the paint. Puts it up for 2. Can't hit it. Oubre on the 3rd time. Can't hit it again. Dude, you got to make that, Kelly. Just throw it down. Kelly. Oh my gosh. Alec Burks putting up a three, can't hit it, but that's 3 free throws coming in for Alec Burks. Foul's going to be called on Buddy Hield, and Alec Burks going to the line for 3. Dude. Kelly Oubre, you need to make that. You had 3 opportunities to get that in there, and somehow in the world you don't put it in. Like, are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, dude. You can't be serious. We need Alec Burks to miss these free throws. First one's no good. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on here. Keep in mind, he gets 3 at the line. Alec Burks does not make the second one. More chicken nuggets for the 76ers fans. The third one missed would just be extra. And the former 76ers getting a nice warm welcome by these fans and awarding them some more chicken nuggets. This is crazy. No, why is Tobias back in? No. No. Why is Toby back in the game? Third one at the line is good for Alec Burks. I was about to say, if he doesn't make at least 1 free throw, he's a bad role player for New York if he did not make 1 free throw. At least. But Lowry with the ball gets over to Hield, back to Lowry. Lowry looking for options here, going to drive. Lowry finding options. But Lowry going to sidestep 3 on this one, can't hit it. And it's rebounding here by New York. Picked up by Josh Hart. Josh Hart finds Bojan Bogdanovic. Can't get it to go off the window. And it's rebounded by Maxey, who will get it over to Oubre. And Oubre will, with the floater, will put it up and in. And a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. And here come the Sixers, who have been absolutely unstoppable in the second half of this game. This second half has been all awarded to Philadelphia. 5-1 scoring run here in the fourth quarter. 92-86 your score in favor of the Knicks. How many points were the 76ers down by at most? I'm just curious. Come on. No, where's the team stats? The 76ers at most were down by 26 points. And now they're only down by 6. Come on, Sixers. Keep up the momentum here. Let's go. Let's go. Said this would be the biggest win in a long time. Hey, I don't want to jinx anything. I don't want to jinx anything personally. But if somehow in the world the 76ers can pull this off somehow, if they can pull this off, I'm going to lose my mind. And I don't care if it happens. We are going to. I'm just not gonna say anything. But if it happens, if you know what happens, we're playing you know what 3 times. I'm just saying. Like, there's no way New York had at most a 26-point lead, and you're telling me that in the second half so far, it's been all Philadelphia. The first half was all New York. The second half is all Philly. There's no way, bro. There's no way I'm seeing this right now. There's just no way. There's just no way. I can't believe what's going on right now. Oh my gosh. He's up controls down. He's going like, wow. Hey, Kyle Lowry has definitely made an impact though when it comes to this bench. Kyle Lowry with 9 points, still got the shot up. I like it. I like it what I'm seeing from Kyle Lowry. Like, let's go. Let's go. Come on, Sixers, let's get this comeback W. Hey, I hope so. I really hope so. Come on. We were down by almost 26 points, and now we're only down by 6. Like, you cannot make this stuff up right now. You had Kyle Lowry come back after blood was shedding on his forehead, and then he had to get stitches on it. And then he got a Band-Aid on his forehead right now. And he's still been able to make an impact off the bench. Like, you cannot tell me that New York can be happy with this. You cannot tell me that. You just can't tell me New York can be happy with this. Like, you're out here blowing a 26-point lead. Like, are you serious? As Brunson with the ball here for New York as the game is back on. DiVincenzo for three, cannot hit it. But Miles McBride with another rebound out to DiVincenzo for three. Like, what is going on? Like, why can't we get an offensive rebound? Like, please. I am begging for this team to get an offensive rebound. I'm begging for it. Maxey with the ball going to his left. Maxey the step back three off the front of the rim. That was way short from Tyrese. DiVincenzo gets it over to Josh Hart, out to Brunson for three. Can't hit it. It's rebounded by McBride. Out to DiVincenzo again for three. Can't hit it again. And it's rebounded by Batum. And we'll launch it out to Maxey. Maxey in the lane has that denied by DiVincenzo. It's going to stay with Philadelphia. Come on, Sixers. We need to gotta put a shot up here. Let's go. Let's go. Gotta put a shot up here. But the inbound pass was in, but it's picked up by New York. So an automatic turnover here to start for the Sixers on this possession. It's not picked up by New York as McBride gets it over to Brunson. Brunson with the ball at the wing. Brunson going to drive. Brunson spinning. Fading away on this one for two. Cannot hit it. And it's picked up by Maxey. Here comes Philadelphia. Maxey with the ball. Maxey finds Oubre. Oubre in the lane. Puts it up for two up off the window and gets it. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Field goals in the quarter for both teams. 1 of 8 for New York. Only 3 of 11 from Philadelphia. DiVincenzo with the ball here for New York. Gets it over to Achua. Achua looking for options here. Achua finds DiVincenzo, who's left wide open thanks to Buddy Hield. Come on, man. Cannot be leaving him wide open like that. Maxey with the ball. Maxey the step back three, and it's short again. Brunson coming away with the rebound. Come on. Can we rebound to save our lives, please? Oh, my gosh. Brunson with the ball, puts it up for two up off the window, can't hit it, but Achua puts it back and one. Jeez. You got to be joking. You're telling me this team cannot grab an offensive rebound to save their lives here? Is what I am being told right now. Based on what's going on in this game. This team cannot get an offensive rebound. Even if Embiid was playing, this team would not be getting an offensive rebound. Free throw is missed by Achua. It's way short. And Harris comes away with the rebound here. Thank God. Thank God somebody's got their hands on the ball. Harris with the ball here for the Sixers. Gets it over to Oubre. Oubre guarded by Achua. Oubre going to drive, and Oubre's going to lose the ball. And it's picked up by Brunson over to DiVincenzo, who kicks it out to McBride. McBride for three here. Hits off the iron and off the window, and it's rebounded by Philly into the hands of Harris. Harris gets it over to Buddy Hield. Hield finds Maxey. Maxey flips it back to Hield. Hield going to drive. Hield fading away for two. Can't hit it. Harris with the rebound. Puts it in. Looks like a foul call on the floor here against... Did they call it against Josh Hart? They did call it against Josh Hart. Here we go. Inbound passes in from Maxey to Harris. Back over to Maxey. Maxey going to drive. Go back to the outside. Finds Hield. Hield. Putting it up off the window. Can't hit it. And it's rebounded by McBride. Come on. You need to make that. DiVincenzo for three and hits it. Are you kidding me? I say we get Tobias Harris off the floor. Because what happened when we took Tobias Harris off the floor? Look at how efficient we were in the third quarter when Tobias Harris was not on the floor with the team. Look at the third quarter. A good amount of that was without Tobias Harris. 35-22 scoring run just in the entire third quarter alone. And now because you got Tobias Harris back in, I know he's probably not the main reason, but I know he's probably not the main reason why the 76ers are still down right now. I know he's probably not the main reason. Because Maxey's been just about the only effective one all night long. But at the end of the day, it worked before with no Tobias. Just keep him on the bench. I'm just going to say it right now. Just keep him on the bench. Come on, we brought this to like a 6-point game when Tobias Harris was not on the floor. This is ridiculous. Just when he got back in, the team stepped up. You just can't give it away. Exactly, I'm telling you. Get him off now. Yeah, everybody's begging. Everybody's begging for Tobias Harris to get off the floor. Says Nick Nurse should have kept him off the court, my humble opinion. Hey, it literally worked when we were literally playing 76ers basketball when this man Tobias Harris was not on the floor. When Tobias Harris was on the floor, the 76ers looked like absolute trash. They look like trash when he's on the floor. I'm telling you, when it comes to Tobias Harris being on the floor versus off the floor, there's a big difference, I think, based on this game. This is great call, BLSG. Looking forward to your next call. Hey, Bleacher, I appreciate that, my guy. My next play-by-play reaction will be tomorrow, so be sure to come through and tune in. Pathetic indeed, really. Exactly. Why mess up a good flow? Exactly. Like, I don't know why you're going back to Tobias. Like, what has Tobias done tonight? Tobias Harris done absolutely nothing. He's done nothing. I bet Nick Nurse still has him on the bench. Or rather, I bet Nick Nurse still has him on the floor right now. I will guarantee he has him on the floor. I will absolutely guarantee it. Better not have him on the floor, Nick Nurse. Let's go. Nothing at all. Exactly. We got no rhythm. Especially Tobias Harris and Batum. Batum on 5 fouls, and Tobias Harris is playing like trash. Here we go. Oubre up off the window for 2 and hits it to start off the game here after the commercial break. 5:10 left to go here in the game. Let's go. As Brunson has the ball here for New York. Brunson looking for options here. Brunson going back out towards the outside. Now Brunson looking on the inside in. And it's picked up here by Kyle Lowry as Brunson couldn't find anyone. Lowry now with the ball here for Philadelphia. Lowry looking for options here. Lowry going to his left. Lowry finds Harris. Harris finds Maxey now. Maxey going to drive. Finds Harris, and Harris loses the ball. That's going with New York. Like, come on. Get him off the floor. Come on, coach. Get him off the floor. What has Tobias Harris done tonight? First turnover, I get that. But the dude has been absolutely pathetic. Like, what are we doing, Nick Nurse? Oh, my gosh. McBride shooting a 3, and that's airballed, and it's rebounded by Tobias. Wow, hooray. Tobias Harris getting a defensive rebound. Wow, congratulations. You want a cookie for that? Maxey high off the window, can't hit, and it's rebounded by Josh Hart. Brunson with the ball, gets over to Josh Hart for 3, and it's cash money. Like, dude, what are we doing? What are we doing, man? Not to mention, we ruined a great game from Tyrese Maxey tonight. We ruined a great game from Tyrese Maxey. Harris with the ball, going to drive. Harris up off the window and gets it. Wow, Tobias, you couldn't have done that earlier? You couldn't have done that earlier. You couldn't have done that earlier, Tobias. You could have done that way earlier, and I would have not been as mad as I am right now. Like, we literally had an opportunity. But what does Nick Nurse do? Go back to his old ways. He says, you know what? Let me go ahead, put my starters back in. Let me put Batum and Tobias back in the game. No, it doesn't work. Brunson with the ball puts up a 2, cannot get it. And it's picked up here by Kyle Lowry into the hands of Maxey. Maxey tries to get out to Lowry, and that's taken away by Brunson in the hands of Miles McBride. He's going to throw it down a 2-handed tomahawk. Tomahawk called by Nick Nurse. This is great. I don't understand. Why do you have to put Tobias Harris back in the game in addition to Nico Batum when that does not work? This doesn't make any sense. Nick Nurse, let's think about what did work, okay? Let's think about what did work. What was working tonight? Let me think. Oh, yeah, that's right. When you had Tobias Harris and Nico Batum both off the floor and on the bench. What did not work, Nick Nurse? Let's think about that too. What didn't work? What didn't work tonight? Oh, yeah, I got it. When you put Tobias Harris and Nico Batum on the floor together, they have been so inefficient tonight. Like, combined between the two, when you're looking at this, ladies and gentlemen, we are doing some math right now, combining these two stat sheets right now. Combined on these two is 3 of 9 from the field. Nico Batum hasn't even taken a shot yet. So 3 of 9 from the field, 1 of 3 from three-point range. No free throw attempts tonight amongst the two of them. 7 defensive rebounds, which results in 7 overall rebounds between the two. 4 assists total, 3 steals, all thanks to Tobias Harris. No blocks, no turnovers, I get that, and 7 fouls combined. That's ridiculous. All in a combined total between the two of 45 minutes. Like, what are we doing? 2:45 left to go here. Buddy Hield with the ball. Hield looking for options here. Hield coming on the inside. Hield kicking it out to Maxey. Maxey kicking it out to Oubre. Oubre up the baseline, and Oubre stepped out of bounds. Wow, man. Just wow. You got Nick Nurse slouching back on the bench. Nick Nurse, tell me about it. Maybe you should have put Batum and Tobias on the bench way sooner. DiVincenzo for 3 can't hit it, and it's rebounded here by Buddy Hield. Into the hands of Kyle Lowry, and Kyle Lowry will lay it up and in off the window. Tell me about it, Nick Nurse. Tell me about it. There's a reason why you're slouching back on the bench. Maybe if you would have kept Nico Batum and Tobias Harris both off the floor, maybe we'd have a chance. Maybe we'd have a chance. But nope, you got to put it right back in. You got to put it right back in. You got to go with what hasn't worked all night, and that's put Tobias Harris and Nico Batum back in the game. Like, for crying out loud, dude. Give me a break. Give me a break. Brunson with the ball here for New York. Brunson spinning. Brunson spinning back again. Kicks it out. Do believe that's Josh Hart for 3. Can't hit the 3, and it's rebounded here by Kelly Oubre into the hands of Kyle Lowry. And Lowry wants to have a conference with these officials. Like, what is going on? What do they call? You got Kyle Lowry all fired up. You have Nick Nurse all fired up. This man literally jumped out of his seat. They called a double dribble on Kyle Lowry. They called a double dribble on Kyle Lowry. Like, what do you mean, dude? Dude, they called a double dribble on Kyle Lowry. Like, give me a break. Achua with the ball here. Achua getting fouled here on the play. What do you know, man? Congratulations. Another foul called on Buddy Hield. They called out this man Kyle Lowry for a double dribble. And If you guys didn't see, this man Kyle Lowry literally walked up to the red like he was speed walking, and you got Nick Nurse jumping out of his seat he's like he's like, what the HELL is going on here? First one of the line is good for Precious Achua. Oh my gosh, bro. Why is this so funny? Why is this so funny? Come on, we're down 14 points for crying out loud. Why is this so funny? This doesn't make any sense. Got Darius Baisley checking into the game for the first time. Also a new addition to the 76ers. So Darius Baisley will get some playing time. With a minute 23 left to go. This man, Kyle Lowry, dude. Oh my gosh. As soon as he got called for that double dribble, bro. I mean, come on, man. Second one at the line, no good for Precious Achua. Pretty much all the young bucks are in at this point. As KJ Martin gets over to Ricky Council. Council with the alley-oop up to KJ Martin, and it's good. This man, Kyle Lowry, dude. Here we go. Josh Hart going to drive here. Josh Hart faking the pass, puts it up off the iron and puts it in. 1 minute left to go here in this one. Your 76ers are going to fall to the New York Knicks in this one on the first of 3 games in 4 days out of the All-Star break. Darius Baisley with the ball, loses it, gets it back. Baisley trying to find an opening. Tried to get it out to Terquavion Smith and is not going to be able to do it. Picked up by Miles McBride over to DiVincenzo, over to Brunson. And pretty much a lot of Knicks fans just left in the stands right now. Just a lot of Knicks fans left in the stands. They all got the standing O's going on right now, like low-key. 21.1 seconds left. They're just going to kind of let the clock run out. Now I'm telling you guys, if the 76ers even dare to bring Tobias Harris back in the offseason, I'm going to lose it. I'm going to absolutely lose it if the 76ers bring back Tobias Harris in the offseason. And they'll just let the clock run out, and that's going to do it. The 76ers will lose this game to the New York Knicks by a final score of 110-96. And I have a good idea on who this game is going to be blamed on. I'm honest. Let's be honest, y'all. This game is against 3 players. And I'm only talking about 3. Nick Nurse is number 1. That's number 1 right there. Like, you cannot be playing Tobias Harris and Nico Batum on the floor when you have something that's working. You have something working, Nick Nurse. You have something working. Why not stick to it? This is literally Brett Brown all over again from like 4 years ago. This is Brett Brown all over again from 4 years ago during COVID. That's what this is. The way Nick Nurse coached basically that entire fourth quarter was absolutely abysmal, disgusting, unacceptable. I can't even think of words to describe how Nick Nurse was coaching that fourth quarter. Because it looked like we had a momentum shift based on how that third quarter went. And why did we do so good in the third quarter compared to the fourth quarter? Let's think through that again. Let's think about that again. Oh, yeah, that's right. Because, again, you did not play Tobias Harris and Nico Batum. But when you go ahead and play them in the fourth quarter, they don't do anything. All they do is sit around. They foul. They turn the ball over. They don't rebound. They don't get points. They're not putting assists together. Make this make sense. This is common sense right now. I get it. First game out of the All-Star break. I understand that. But you had an opportunity to go out here and win this game. But Nick Nurse, you cannot be doing that. I'm disgusted. I really am. I really am. I'm not even joking. Nick Nurse is number one. He's getting the heavy amount of the blame. I'm going to just say it right now. Nick Nurse is probably getting at least 90 to 95% of the blame for this game. Yeah, there was never no more chances. Absolutely in agreement with you. It's a potential wrap-up. Kiss the wife, say goodnight. Oh, well. It's pathetic indeed. Really unbelievable, unthinkable. Exactly. Agreed. Knicks fans rubbing it in bragging rights. Yeah, they got bragging rights up to this point because this is ridiculous, man. This game is on Nick Nurse and Harris, all facts. Yeah, and then Tobias Harris, man. I mean, turning the ball over. Even though you didn't do it a lot, honestly. I mean, when we're looking at the box score here, when we look at the box score, though, I mean, Tobias Harris actually didn't turn the ball over. It was just some stupid plays like that caused personal fouls, stupid shots. Only shooting 3 of 9 from the field, 1 of 3 from three-point range. And then Nico Batum, like, first of all, why are you being so aggressive? Like, this is WWE. Like, this is not WWE, Nico Batum. Did you forget how to play the game of basketball? Ever since all the time that you spent off recovering from injury, did you at least not practice how to play the game of basketball? Because it looks like you were out here being in the WWE out here with how aggressive you were tonight to everybody. You were too aggressive that you had to go ahead and get 5 fouls in this game. And you didn't even take a singular shot attempt. Like, that's number two. Number two, you didn't even take a singular shot attempt in this game, which is absolutely not like Nico Batum to do. It's not like Nico Batum to go ahead and not take a singular shot attempt in this game. I get it. The kid only played 18 minutes. But the dude can get a couple shots off in 18 minutes. Like, what are we doing here? And then the rebounding, I mean, it's just average. The guy's not really a guy that's going to give you that many assists per game. And he doesn't really show up on defense. But I'm gonna tell you guys this right now. 90 to 95% of the blame is going on Nick Nurse. Like, what are we doing? Putting Tobias Harris and Nico Batum back in the game when they haven't even been effective all night, and when they were on the bench, we were effective. This is Brett Brown all over again. This is Doc Rivers playing the veterans all the time. And this is Nick Nurse with just poor decision making. Like, what is this? What is this? The 76ers did not score 961 points. They scored 96. Thank you. I just realized that. Sorry, guys. I just had to go ahead and get that ran out real quick. I just had to. Because that was unacceptable. Unacceptable. Like, I don't know how that's possible. Like, I just don't know how that's possible. Like you're giving Nico Batum and Tobias Harris minutes when they weren't even able to do anything. Like, I mean, come on. Come on. Like, you can't do that. But on that note, ladies and gents, I just got to go ahead and get that ran out real quick. But on that note, ladies and gents, we're going to go ahead and go over the final stats here, and then we're going to go ahead and get out of here for the night. And I'll be back here tomorrow night to stream the 76ers game to end off this week against the Cleveland Cavaliers. So be sure to go ahead and tune into that when I go ahead and live stream that game. But starting off here on the New York Knicks side, Bojan Bogdanovic once again was able to lead the way here for the New York Knicks in this one, finishing his night with 22 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 steals. Then following that up in the starting 5 was Jalen Brunson, finishing his night with a double-double actually of 21 points, 2 rebounds, 12 assists, 2 steals, and a block. Then following that up is Josh Hart finishing his night with a double-double of 18 points, 12 rebounds, 3 assists, and a block. Then following that up is Precious Achiuwa finishing his night with a double-double of 18 points, 11 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, and a block. And following that up was Dante DiVincenzo in the starting five, finishing his night with 16 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, as well as a steal and 2 blocks. Then we're going to wrap it up on the bench here for the New York Knicks side as Alec Burks, the 76ers legend, ends up finishing his night off the bench, finishing with 7 points, a rebound, and an assist each. Then also following it up here was Jericho Sims finishing his night with 4 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists, and a block. And then rounding it off here for the New York Knicks is Miles McBride, finishing his night with 4 points, 2 rebounds, and an assist, as well as 2 steals to end off the final stats here for the New York Knicks. Now over to the Philadelphia 76ers side now, as Tyrese Maxey was able to lead the way for the 76ers in this one, finishing his night with 35 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. Then following that up, off the bench was Kelly Oubre, finishing his night with 14 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 steals. But turned the ball over 5 times, which is really not effective at all. Then back up to the starting five here, where Buddy Hield goes ahead and finishes his night with 14 points, 2 rebounds, 6 assists, as well as a steal and a block each. Then back off the bench here, where we have Kyle Lowry finishing his night up with 11 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists off the bench in his debut as a Sixer. Then back off the bench here, where you have Cameron Payne finishing his night with 7 points straight up off the bench. Then you have Tobias Harrison starting five, finishing his night with 7 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 steals. And then back off the bench, you have KJ Martin finishing his night with 6 points, 7 rebounds, and an assist, as well as a steal and a block each. And then rounding it off here for the Philadelphia 76ers is B-ball Paul Reed, finishing his night with 2 points and 5 rebounds to end off the final stats here for your Philadelphia 76ers. Now to the team stats now, as the New York Knicks ended up shooting the ball 48.1% from the field to the Philadelphia 76ers 44%. The New York Knicks ended up shooting the ball 44.1% from three-point range to the Philadelphia 76ers 34.5%. The Philadelphia 76ers ended up shooting the ball 85.7% from the free throw line to the New York Knicks 70.4%. The New York Knicks ended up out-rebounding the 76ers overall in this one, 45-38. And same when it came to the offensive rebounds here, 12-7. In terms of assists, the New York Knicks finished with more assists than the 76ers did in this one, 24-23. In terms of steals, the New York Knicks also had the advantage over the 76ers in that category, 11-7. In terms of blocks, the New York Knicks, I should say, had more blocks in this one than the 76ers did, 6-3. In terms of the turnover battle was actually tied amongst the two teams, with each team having 18 turnovers apiece. Then in terms of points in the paint, the 76ers had more points in the paint than the New York Knicks did, 54-40, and a total of 36 personal fouls called, 23 called on the Philadelphia 76ers and 13 called on the New York Knicks. And on that note, ladies and gents, that is how the final stats come to an end here in this one. And with this win, ladies and gents, by the New York Knicks, again, congratulations to the New York Knicks on this grinded out victory, which was kind of what it was until the fourth quarter came. The New York Knicks will go ahead and lead the regular season series in this one 2-0 over the 76ers. 2 more matchups amongst these two teams, both taking place at Madison Square Garden on both March 10th and March 12th. So both the New York Knicks and the 76ers will match up 2 more times this year. The best that the 76ers can do is tie if they end up winning the next 2 games, which who knows if that's going to happen up to this point. But again, guys, I will be live for the game tomorrow against the Cleveland Cavaliers, hoping that the 76ers can bounce back and can pick it up after what happened tonight, which was absolutely disgraceful. So again, be sure to come through and tune in to that play-by-play tomorrow night. The Eagles absolutely need to regroup and come back with a better game plan next game. Yes, sir. If players are playing well together, you leave them on. You don't put players on who are struggling. Exactly. Thank you. Finally, this is common sense. Like, what does Nick Nurse not understand? You can't read the mind of Tobias Harris, and you can't read the mind of Nico Batum, thinking that they're going to go out here and address something and thinking that they're going to bounce back in a way. Because usually if a player stays at the same pace throughout 3 quarters, they're likely going to stay at the same pace throughout the entire 4th quarter. Like, I mean, come on, man. This is a good show, man. Thanks again. Have a good night, bros. Until next time. Yeah, take care of it. Ease up, controllers down. Appreciate you for coming through, my guy. Take care, Eagles. Have a good one, man. Peace out. As my guy Charles also says, thanks for outstanding contribution on the live stream broadcast tonight. On behalf of USG, the moderators, good night from Nassau, Bahamas. Regards, Charles Arley. Hey, Charles, I appreciate you, my guy. Appreciate you for coming through and supporting. Till next stream, peace. Yeah, take care, Charles. Have a good one, man. And on that note, ladies and gents, that's pretty much going to go ahead and do it for me in this one. Be sure to like and subscribe if you guys are not done so, ladies and gents. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace, everybody. Have a good night, y'all. God bless and peace.